What I would say to the people that are worried, especially women coming into me that talk about they want to lift weights, they want to do it for their health, they want to get stronger, they want to, get leaner. The fear of bulking up, it really is a myth. Within getting your body leaner and smaller, one of the biggest components is going to be nutrition. But weight training is going to give shape to your body. There is nothing you can do outside of like lifting weights or resistance training that's going to put shape on your body. So if you want to actually, look better in your clothing, and not just for all the other benefits that strength training does, but if you want to just aesthetically look better, then you need to strength train because that gives you the shape on the muscle. When I think of any woman wanting to do strength training, they're wanting to get it firmer, more toned. They want to get leaner. So if they want to achieve those three things, you've got to strength train. You've got to get that muscle as strong and developed as you possibly can. If you lose, 5 pounds of body fat and you gain 2 to 3 pounds of muscle, then you're going to see that your body is much leaner, much denser, much tighter. You're not going to in any way think about that issue of getting bulky. When I first started strength training, my weight didn't change, but I actually got smaller and I had to go buy new clothes because I was now leaner. I've been strength training now for 21 years consistently, more than that, 25 years, 26 years. And this is the bulkiest I'm gonna get, but I also work regularly on eating well and, staying lean. So there is that part, and that probably makes up about, 80% of what we, the body that we're aesthetically trying to attain. If you are going to the gym and starting to lift weights and you think you're going to get bulky, you are going to have to work really, really hard. We would have to try so hard to train your muscles, and then we would probably also have to supplement, and you would have to be eating some ungodly amount of food to even get to that place where we're suddenly like we're bulky. I avoid words with women in general, like bigger, buff, even the word bulky. All a woman thinks is on any of those words is bigger. So if you can just think about getting the muscle as, the best words I can say is as active as possible or as developed as possible. Because if I can get my muscle as active as possible, that means I'm getting as deep into the muscle and getting it as strong as I possibly can. A bulky muscle might come from someone not training hard enough. And why that is because, again, like I talked about in another video, you're just tapping on the outer muscle fibers. So you're never getting deep into the muscle. And therefore, if you're not training hard enough, you might be creating what appears to be a bulky muscle. So if you're actually coming into a gym and training with, challenging your body and challenging your weight load, then you're probably going to get deep into your muscle and create what is a tighter, more dense muscle. And that's what you want. If you want a smaller, leaner body, then you want to not just tap on those outer muscle fibers. You want to actually dig deep, and that means you're going to have to train hard and, pick a weight that's pretty challenging. Other benefits to strength training is, improved metabolism, indiscriminate weight loss, fat burning, prevention of osteopenia. I get a lot of people coming in that, have the onsets of osteopenia, and that is because they haven't challenged their muscles over time. We're all kind of born, and it's ingrained in us that as a woman that we don't want to get bulky. Even myself, I had a fear when I first started lifting weights of getting bulky. And I'm not ever discounting any women who come in with that fear, because I understand it. But now that I've lifted weights long enough, because I eat healthy and because I do the 80%, which is to, keep my body leaner, I don't worry now. Now I just come in and think, I want to see how heavy I can lift today. From experience and from all the women I've trained over the years, there is not one woman where I'm like, oh yeah, she shouldn't do strength training because that's really bulking her up. So if you are afraid of going to the gym and lifting weights with the fear of getting bulky, you don't need to be. I think we're getting better as a society about that whole notion of getting bulky, because we're seeing how many benefits there are to strength training. If you have any further questions about this topic, you can leave a message in the comments, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at All Women Have Muscles.